Actually, I agree with myself. I did not officially sign up for a Mediation Center of Eastern Carolina position. I did not officially sign up. Even if I did sign up, you would have to pay me for that position, and that position would be paid at the age of 26. So all of you children who say y'all worth this, that, and other, some of you might actually be worth this, that, and other, but you would have to go against part of my catalog as well, which I was worth this and that amount of money back then doing this, that, and the other. So I had to work for mine. I'm self-made. Outside of there, I didn't officially sign up for the Mediation Center of Eastern Carolina, and they're just using some of my old accomplishments and old portfolio credibility to get this, to get that, to barter this and negotiate that. And myself personally, I didn't agree with it, but since the state controls plenty of it, you know, I have to go with what I have now. But no, I didn't agree with this, that, and the other, and I let the state of North Carolina control my portfolio. That would be that would be Department of Public Instruction. That would be the advisors of their organizations. That's about it. Yeah, so no, I didn't sign up for a full mediation position, but I did tell them I would not take a dollar salary. I don't want a dollar salary. I will not take a dollar salary. I told them if you wanted me to work a job, the first offer was $2 million. And then I also wanted dividends, commissions from sales or from institution and establishment of programs. Or the deal was after that, I had made another deal where I was like, I'll take 400,000 for a job, and people were dumped out 400, but I wouldn't have any liability on my job. I could take the 400,000 up front and go home. I'd go to the office. Mr. Kent, your check is ready. Pick up my check, go cash it in the bank, and I go home for the year. Why? Because there are teachers that would do that for me. There are substitutes that would do that for me. So I would have no liability, and rather than my going on the company and getting a budget, and then having to be on the rules of the school system and the school system's budget. So I didn't sign up for a mediation center of Eastern Carolina as a last resort. It's like if that's a last resort for myself personally, it shouldn't have been a last resort and shouldn't have ever been a conversation of that being a last resort of okay, now he has to get a job, so he has the mediation center. So now we're gonna contract him since we know him already. We're gonna contract him and use him when my contract wasn't up, and I should have never have been put in a position with that type of credibility to be put in a position where I could even end up possibly broke. That would be bad financial management. That would be mismanagement of finances to an extent, embezzlement to an extent, this and to an extent that. But I did tell them $400,000 a year. I could take that job, but the requirements would be different. Why? Because I bring more to that $400,000 every single year, and I have completed every single thing for the next 100 years on my old projects and products that I have to. Anything else is an upgrade. So everybody that's trying to get lower than my numbers, you shouldn't try to get lower than my numbers because I don't represent China. I represent the United States of America. And so, my prices are higher than in China, and I'm not trying to get stuff from Alibaba because I feel like that's cheating to an extent. So, you don't get to use me on East Carolina University. You remember when I signed up for that program at ECU where it was like, um, I was agreeing to be a test subject to an extent? Well, they lost that contract a few years ago. Why? Because I had left school. I left East Carolina University and my contract ended there. Why? Because you can't just post stuff on campus and not use it for the students and stuff. You can't just post that stuff. So I had ended that contract with them and wiped out zero from there. But in order to be on my own dime, I had to make my own sales and stuff. I didn't want to do merchandising, but Like I said, I wouldn't have taken $1 salary. So $1 salary was unsuitable for myself personally, especially being my skin color. I felt like being my skin color, you should have automatically respected the amount of money that you had to pay instead of playing with me, because I would have just called you racist. I would have just called it racism. Um, and I would have marked it off on my books and with human resources and had it probably fired from their own job and then sitting in there for employee negligence and owner negligence. Good Lord. So myself personally, no, I haven't. I'm a free agent at the moment, but I do work at other companies, but I am a free agent at the moment. Why? Because ain't nobody actually offered the deal that's worth a damn.